What is going on, guys? My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today bringing you guys the next episode of my 2-week Titans series. So we're sitting at 3,903 trophies, and to be honest, the last 2 days have been pretty slow for pushing. I think I gained 60 trophies on day 2 and maybe 40 trophies on day 3, and I'm really trying to get maybe 80 or more per day. So let's see if I can speed it up on this episode, see if I can get some good raids going on, and let's go ahead and start off with this first attack right here. So interesting base design by Divot, and I decided to drop my jump spells in 2 pretty close locations. As well as you can see, I am bringing some Valkyries for this raid. I actually decided to switch up my army composition a little bit, and I've been trying out 4 golems instead of 3, and then instead of using 3 P.E.K.K.A, I'm substituting it down to 2. I feel like it works a little bit better because I've been seeing my golems getting taken out a little bit too quickly, and for this raid I actually got into the core pretty quickly because I had a good poison spell. My jump spells were placed pretty evenly, and we're in the perfect position to get to the town hall. So let's go ahead and let my troops run around the base and see what we can accomplish through this. So I still have a witch who can spawn some skeletons for me. I still have some golems, or at least some golemites left to tank a little bit of the damage, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough, even though I do have a queen that's still full health, and she even still has her abilities. So if I just had a little bit more frontline I guess troops to tank the damage for my queen, she could probably just run around in a circle and destroy this base. But unfortunately, it looks like I only have that one golem left right there, and as soon as that thing goes down, I'm not going to have too much luck. As well as the queen is going to have to take her time destroying all these buildings, so as that giant bomb takes care of my golem, I'm going to go ahead and end the battle right there and wrap it up at 73%, and I got 7 trophies for this raid. So 7 trophies isn't too bad. Again, I try to get 10 trophies when I 2-star base, but let's go ahead and check out this next base here, which is Fred E. Mac, and it looks like he has his town hall on the outside. So of course, every, I guess, high champion, low titan players favorite thing is when the town hall's on the outside and they still have like 15 trophies available. So it turns out that this guy had, I think, 15 trophies available in his base, and whenever I see a base like this, again, I like to spread my troops out rather than a normal attack, and I find it's really easy to get 50% when you just spread your troops out a little bit more. So 2 golems on each side, I dropped a P.E.K.K.A on each side, I dropped my king and my queen on separate sides. I made it really similar on both sides, and you can just see my troops running their way through, and they should have a pretty simple time running through the base, and I can go ahead and get to 50% pretty easily. Alright, so it looks like the single target Inferno Tower latched onto my Barbarian King, so I wanted to drop the free spell just so I didn't have to speed him back up. So I dropped that on the single target Inferno Tower. As soon as I hit 50%, I went ahead and ended the battle, and I got 10 trophies for that raid, so that was really easy. I didn't have any risk in going into the base because I knew I had a star guaranteed on that town hall. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out this next base here, and I decided to switch it up just a bit. So bases like this, I never know exactly where to attack from. Sometimes I just go from the very bottom, sometimes I go from the left and the right, but for this one, I actually decided to attack a different way, and instead of attacking from the bottom, or maybe like really close together with all my golems, I had most of my troops completely separated. I used 2 golems on each side, and the reason I did that is because you can see my golems are running towards the very bottom right now, and as soon as that wizard tower goes down, they should run into the core of the base and provide a lot of tankiness for my king and my queen. So you see all 4 of my golems, or I guess 3 of my golems, making the hop over the wall. My king's already in there, my wizards are already in there, so things are looking really good right now, and I should be able to take care of that town hall fairly easily. So this one actually went really well, and I was happy with how it went so far. So we're sitting at 54%, and I still have a decent amount of troops, as well as my golems have a pretty good amount of health. So I'm going to go ahead and let this raid run out a little bit longer, and let's see what my queen can do, because I'm going to go ahead and activate her ability now, and she should have a lot of damage left, as well as she still has the witch spawning skeletons in front of her, and the golems, of course, are still taking damage near that cannon right there. Alright, so my queen is slowly making her way around the base. She's really my only damage right now, besides the archers and I guess the witches. But yeah, things are looking really good. And sometimes you get lucky with the witches where they stay alive, as well as the golems stay alive for long enough. And my queen actually has a pretty significant amount of people in front of her to where she can just go ahead and keep running around this base, destroying buildings one by one. And eventually she should be able to take care of everything, seeing as there's only a wizard tower and a mortar left. And those really don't do too much damage against heroes anyways. So Queen's going to go ahead and shoot down that wizard tower, going to go ahead and take care of this gold mine, elixir pump, all of these buildings around here. Even though the giant bomb does take care of a couple of my guys, it's only the Queen left. She'll shoot down this Tesla and finally this army camp on the very top, and that's going to be at 100% for this raid. So that was a really awesome one, and I ended up getting 11 trophies in total. So it wasn't a whale offer. It would have been super nice if there were like 47 trophies available or something like that, but still 11 trophies, I'll take it every time. And let's check out this next base right here where we actually found a Town Hall 9 up at around 3,950 trophies. So unfortunately for this guy, he dropped his Town Hall on the bottom left. I'm sure there's a ton of giant bombs down there as well as Teslas because he has all of that open space. But I'm going to go ahead and go for the 3-star. I'm just going to drop all of my troops all around the base, as well as I did bring a golem inside of my clan castle, which is something I've been testing now instead of the witches and the wizards. And since I have so many golems all around the base, since he doesn't really have any inferno towers or any super highly upgraded defenses, as well as my 2 Valkyries are actually going to pretty much solo the Barbarian King down here with a little bit of help from the Queen at the very end. This guy doesn't really have a chance for the rest of this base, and my guys should be able to just storm through and to take it out piece by piece. So of course, after you get past 50%, the rest of the Teslas pop up around the base. So you can see this guy is one of those trolls who has his Town Hall surrounded with Teslas. So I don't feel too bad about 3-starring him since he did do that. And I'm sure there's some giant bombs around here as well. See, there's one right there on the bottom left. So Town Hall is going to go down, and this will definitely be the easiest 3-star I think I'm going to get around this trophy range. So I don't really feel too bad. I felt bad in the very beginning, but when I saw that he was trolling with those Teslas and those giant bombs, I didn't feel too bad. And my troops are going to go ahead and wrap it up there, right there, and get me 9 trophies for this raid. So really solid raid so far today. I mean, I haven't been getting these big offers of like 42 trophies or anything like that, but I've gotten a couple of like 11 trophies. I got 11, I got 9, I got 7. I've just been winning consistent trophies as well as that 10 trophy offer that I got. So let's just go ahead and try this next base right here and to see if we can make our way inside. So I really like attacking bases like this. This guy has it to where my troops, more specifically my golems, aren't going to be able to run around the base because this guy has so many compartments inside of his base. Literally, after I take care of these first 2 compartments, I just stack 2 jump spells on top of each other, and I can make my troops go crazy in the center. And honestly, it should be a pretty easy job getting to 2 stars on this raid. So first free spell is going to go ahead and go down on that single target Inferno Tower, and then as well as that Lava Hound is finally going to go down in just a second, and it looks like I should have plenty of troops to tank for my Wizards and Archer Queen while they take care of those pups right there, as well as the Town Hall should go down in just a second as well, and that's going to get me my first star, and I'm going to drop my second Rage Spell, seeing as my first Rage Spell was just about to time out on top of the Town Hall. Alright, so we got the first star. We're guaranteed to get a victory on this base. Just let my troops run around for a little bit longer. Looks like my Queen's going to shoot at that expo, as well as I do have 2 archers inside of my army camps, just in case I need to pick off a building on the outside, but it turns out my Queen was more than enough to get us to 50% for that raid. So another 10 trophies, a pretty good looking 2-star right there. Again, I like attacking bases like that because I know my golems aren't going to run around and go all crazy. So let's go ahead and check out this next base right here and see if we can take this guy out as well. So the first thing I noticed when I attacked this guy's base, if you look where I'm dropping my wall breakers, I'm actually dropping them into 2 separate sections because he has all these 2x2 sections right here, and I assumed that he was actually going to have these giant bombs, and I already discovered one of them by dropping another wall breaker right there. So my 2 golems are going to go down. I dropped my wizards a little bit early. I had a little bit of a brain fart. I don't know why I did that because I knew there was going to be a giant bomb there, but anyways, drop my golems, and then now that I've scouted out most of the place, I'm just going to start dropping the rest of my troops. And as you can see, my Valkyrie walked over the other empty spots, and I know there's no giant bombs left, which mean my wizard should have a pretty safe shot to get to the center of the base. Alright, so things are looking good right now. Poison spell is going to be dropped on those balloons. Single target Inferno Tower will be frozen in just a second, and pretty much my troops are just going to go crazy because I know I still have plenty of wizards in the back. I know that most of my troops aren't going to be distracted by that Lava Hound, especially my King and my P.E.K.K.A. So yeah, Town Hall is going to go down in just a second. We're going to be at 40%, just like the last raid, and we're just going to go ahead and try to shoot for that second star and see if we have enough firepower left. I still see that there's some free buildings on the very bottom, so worst case scenario, I could drop those archers that I had, but it looks like my Queen's going to go crazy on the builders huts and the barracks on the side, so I'm not going to have to drop those guys. 50% again, and definitely my biggest raid of the day and my last raid of the day. I was actually getting ready to put down my iPad, but I searched one more time and I got 19 trophies for that raid and that's going to put me at 3,990 trophies and only 10 trophies away from 4,000. So we're only 110 trophies away from Titan League. This was definitely a big day. I ended up finding a pretty good amount of bases. Didn't find a bunch of huge offers until that last one where I think there was 29 trophies available. Most of them only had around 12 to 13, but still a really, really good push, and I'm pretty happy with how we progressed so far, and we still have plenty of days left to make it into Titan 3, and who knows if we're going to even get remotely close to Titan 2, but we can try our best and see what happens towards the very end. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like. I'm going to get back to raiding today, put at least a couple of hours in, and see if we can make our way to 4,000, but other than that, I will see you guys on the next episode. Peace out.